themselves. I don't like it though, because it doesn't tell me when I've gone live. But I'm presuming we're live.
We may or may not be live.
Apparently we are live for 16 seconds now.
Yay! Finally we are live for 16 seconds. Yeah, no, I can see it. It's gonna mute the laptop.
You're gonna use your laptop to look at the
Yeah, I can get the chat on it and sweet bugger all else. Sorry we're late, guys. My laptop has decided that Skype's no longer a thing. So I'm just looking at the setup that I currently have, and it's ungodly, quite frankly. All of this, and I am currently streaming this off of my phone.
I'm currently dying from conflict.
For building a really good phone, I guess, but less hats off to Lenovo for building a laptop that can't open Skype anymore.
I mean, Skype has literally just updated, so it could be that. It could be as simple as that. But yeah, I look like death because I feel like death because I've got Conflu. Yay, Conflu.
It sounds like everyone's got it though, so...
Yeah. I mean, Insomnia is a 4-day event. It's, if you're not dead by the end of it, apparently it's not a thing.
We did 5 days of it now.
I know.
Oh, we've got a whole bunch of folk in chat. Hey, Alicia. We've also got Casually Quirkies there. Hello. And the Laughing Cat is saying, hey, I'm freezing. Maybe sort that out, friend. The Dark Lord of the Universe is saying, I'm dead and you. And a crossbones.
I'm in a jumper and under a blanket, so...
Just my laptop, which it probably is. Because, let's be real, it usually is.
Like, your phone did such a good job at Insomnia. I was just like, of streaming, it was just suddenly streaming, and it was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, my phone is good. Like, hey, if any of you need a good phone, Razer phones are weirdly good. Tracy Mattel saying, hey, glad to see you didn't all die at the ride back from Insomnia. Yeah, we lived.
We did.
We lived. But at what cost?
Yeah, I was going to say, but at conflict cost.
Damn thing.
Hi, Alfie.
My stand at the moment is my Serger box held up with a Kindle and a white, one of those light boxes. But my lighting's good because I put a softbox on. So
get you with your softbox. I have the window.
I put up some pictures finally.
Yay!
It's only taken a million years.
I mean, I've still got pictures under the desk that have been there since November.
Oh yeah, no, like let's not even start on the ones that I bought and don't have frames for, because I bought everything in a size that I don't have frames that fit.
Yep.
So I've got like a lot of like A3s, and I only have A4 size frames.
Useful.
It's good stuff. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, wow, folk have missed us apparently. Oh, it's Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Oh, yeah. And we've also got Laughing at what have you guys been up to? So much. Oh boy. We were at Insomnia, as you guys will have seen last week. We were at Insomnia for literally a week. I was away from home for a week. It felt like it. My house looked like it when I came back. but what we got there. And now we've got Rycon next weekend. Blair and I will be there doing a panel on cosplaying YouTube. Can't wait to talk about how you can set up to stream on YouTube. That'll be great fun. Well, first what you do is...
You can, when needed, do it from your phone. It's okay, kids.
When needed, do it from your phone. Hey guys, how you doing? We're doing our best.
Our best.
Best. Laughing at it saying, yay! Dark Lords of the Universe, what time is it when you are doing the chat? The chat?
Let me see it.
Just now?
Yeah.
I'm terribly confused.
I'm very
More context clues and I will help you out with that. Laughing Hat is like, oh my god, just back to back.
I mean, that's not bad. We've got a weekend off in between.
Yeah, it's not often we do.
Yeah.
As soon as con season starts, we kind of die.
Yeah.
It's pretty kind of solid going. Oh, talking about the stream. The stream changes depending on when we can get the tech to work.
Yeah.
It should, in theory, start around 3. That's when we always aim for. But it's been getting harder with a lot of the programs that we use essentially have been doing updates, which kind of stops you from using them.
Yep.
So essentially Skype has, just after Christmas, did an update which essentially stops you from using it for streaming, which means that we have to do an awful lot more workarounds now. There's not really another program that works in the way that we need it to. Yeah. So it's a lot more up in the air. It's why things like the streamer Mel had been up here. It was so much easier because we only have to use one camera. But when we're trying to use OBS to get multiple cameras from multiple locations, it kind of freaks it out a little bit. I mean,
we're on OBS now. It was XSplit that I paid for that didn't like it.
Yeah, XSplit's mean, and we don't love it anymore.
Yeah, I literally paid for it, so I was like, so salty.
But yeah, we're doing our best. We're trying real hard.
Trying.
And I'm looking into getting a proper desktop PC, which will hopefully sort some of the world's ills.
Oh, we tried Discord, Degrazy. We tried that earlier.
Yeah, it didn't love us.
Nope.
It didn't. Nope. It was just like, nope.
There's basically no input for Discord, sadly, on OBS or on XSplit.
Which is weird, because you would think that Discord and OBS being like the two big gaming, like...
Yeah.
You would think that they would talk to each other, but they don't.
I mean, there is possibly like another thing that I haven't quite researched yet, but it's also where you can't, like in terms of the video in Discord, I'm not sure if you can actually have multiple video streams.
No, I understand. Dark Lords of the Universe was saying it is early in the morning where they are.
Wow.
Jeez. Where are you watching this from? Heck. We are currently at about 3:46 in the afternoon through in the UK, up in sunny Scotland and equally overcast Preston. But yeah, we try and stream at about 3 p.m. on Sundays. I will not be here for stream next weekend. Mel might be though.
Like, obviously we can't do it every weekend. We do try and do it as often as we possibly can, but like things like when we're away at Insomnia, for example, we don't necessarily have like reliable internet.
But for some reason, we actually managed to get reliable internet. Well, I think I had a lot of data left over at the end of this month, so I managed to just do a quick zoomy round. I know it wasn't a long stream, but it's just so loud there that it's kind of hard to do like proper Q&As. So hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a little bit different. It might be something that if you guys did enjoy, we'll try to do on Sundays that we are at cons,
Mm.
and just kind of give you an idea of what the con looks like in person. Because obviously we do the vlogs, but when we do the vlogs, we try to give more of like an idea of like the fun stuff we're doing at it, so you don't really get to see the con in the same way. Like, it's weird. But yeah, if that's something that you'd be interested in, holler at. And
yeah, because I'm pretty sure between us we'll end up having somebody with some data, so we'll be able to do it.
We've got, I think this might be our first Australian.
Ooh, nice.
Well done, Dark Lords of the Universe. You, I think, are our first Australian viewer that has come to the stream, at least, anyway.
Yeah.
To my knowledge.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if it's like nearly 1 a.m. for them, then that's probably why.
Yeah, I don't know my time zones now.
Well, they said it's 12:41 a.m. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Make sure you have sleep when you need it.
Yes. I am working on stuff, by the way. You just can't see it on the camera. Yay. I'm doing some more stuff around the edge of this.
I've been trying to sort out the workroom. And I set up my lovely wide-angled webcam so that you could see me setting up the workroom. But naturally, that perished. So guess that's not going to happen now.
I mean, it's good though that you've managed to like get some work done.
I put up 4 pictures, a whole 4 pictures, and I've got my lovely new stand for putting my cosplays on.
Yay! Having been in that workroom myself, it was literally like there's not really much more we can do until you've got a rail to hang your cosplays on. Which you now have.
It's a really good sized workroom, but it's also the first room that you pass when you come in to the new flat. So it meant that when I initially moved, everything kind of got dumped into here, and it's just kind of taken me time to go through everything because there's a lot of stuff and I work a lot, and when I'm not in my day job, I'm doing this. I'm working on stuff for conventions we're going to, etc. So there hasn't really been time to sit and go, I need to tidy this thing, which is a pain because that's not what my brain likes doing. But it's where we're at. I mean, casually. Oh, sorry.
You've not been in your flat that long, so you know the fact that it's as sorted as it is down.
Yeah, it's only been 2 months, but I like things in a particular way, because I'm a crazy person.
Because we have the same brain.
You do not want me to read this comment.
Nope.
If you talk one more time, I'm just going to talk right over you, Mel. I'm trying to watch this while having my puppy running around like a crazy person. There we go. Finally managed to get out. Thank you, Mel. Alicia is saying, I think this is the first time I've actually worked on cosplay doing a CraftStream. DeGrazy is saying, you know how last year I said to you guys that I was planning on cosplaying Reinhardt to help from a friend? That never happened, sadly. Oh no! Aww. Like there's always bits that you can work on though. Like just because you haven't done it yet doesn't mean that you're never gonna do it. Yeah. I desperately want to make a big foam build, but I'm just not into anything right now with big foam builds involved in it. So if you have any suggestions for cool stuff that you think we'd be into, which would involve me making a massive thing out of foam, let me know while I blow my nose.
I mean, I'm always up for help with trying to make Yasha a sword.
Yeah, but I don't want to make something for you now. No, I will end up making you your Yasha sword, but I also want to make something really cool for me. Like, I quite like the idea of having a really big, really cool build that I don't necessarily have like a time limit on, so that I can just like start plugging away at it. And because we do so many like costumes that we need to do for panels and stuff, so it's quite nice when we can just do something for like the fun of making it again.
Yeah.
Dark Lords of the Universe saying, I have to go now or mom's gonna kill me. Love your videos. Goodbye. Sleep well and don't let your mom kill you. It was lovely to meet you. DeGrazy saying, just cosplay the brother that's just a full suit of armor from Full Metal Alchemist. I did enjoy that anime. I did enjoy that anime. Lauren is saying, how y'all doing today anyway? Not too bad. I mean, we're kind of perished. Basically, everyone who worked at Insomnia ended up with varying levels of death. So I was kind of flu-y last week, and I'm still a bit like...
You kind of came to con with flu, so...
No, I was mostly done by the time I got to con. I was not the patient zero that you're inferring that I was. I am blaming that on the BYOC area. It was not my fault. Because this is
patient zero last Insomnia, so...
Pardon?
But I was patient zero last Insomnia. So there's that.
Well, I feel like the L that I have now is not the L that I had like when I was like going to con. Also, Lauren's saying, got to go, I'm on a date. Have fun at your date. You show off. We will be here in our workrooms. Trying to sort our stuff out, I guess. Have fun. Yeah, because quite a few of the other guests, especially from the cosplay area, have ended up quite ill.
Laughing
at saying, I don't know if this is relevant, but I'm going to Sci-Fi Con this June with my BFF, and I'm halfway there to getting that Elizabeth Midford wig. Also, I may participate in the masquerade, but I'm really nervous.
Aww.
Go for it! Go for it! Do it! Masquerades are fun! You get to get on the stage and be your character and have lots of fun on it. It's really good. It was really, really good. Genuinely can't recommend doing it enough. It's a great confidence booster, and it's just fun to show your costume off.
And you get to meet some people.
Casually saying, I'm addicted to Critical Role now. I'm only on episode 11 so far, though. What is your favourite characters from the second campaign, Molly? Molly. I love Molly so much. He's the best boy. DeGrazy is saying, my dog was barking like mad, so I'm going to disappear for you. No worries, no worries. Yeah, so you're copping out and just saying all of them.
I mean, my favourite is still probably Yasha.
Because it's going to be like, that smells like cheating, Mel. That smells like cheating. You can't just say all of them are your favorite.
We've pretty much cosplayed all of them at this point. So...
He must have done Borford.
Yeah, those are the only two. We've both done Caleb and not.
And you're working on doing Caddy, so that's almost as big as having done him.
I'm hoping to do Caddy if I can muster the skills to try and do armor. So,
you should make them out of leather.
I guess.
Because you're more comfortable with leather than with foam. And
I've also got a shit ton of foam, downstairs.
Look, I'm just trying to help you. Dude, I don't know your life.
I've got
do what makes you happy. What are you? What's that?
Coin.
A chocolate coin. I'm just trying to help you. Don't give me your aggro. Sorry, I found a packet of fruit castles when I was tidying up. Get my crunch on.
I mean, that's one of the best things about tidying up, isn't it? Is finding random shit.
But yeah, I think. Oh, I started washing the knot ears for a certain someone this morning. I'm so excited to do this character. I'll send you a link to the. In fact, no, because we were going to do the full ones, weren't we? Fudge. Okay, there goes that plan. I forget literally every time that we're doing full years for them. Oh well. Guess that was pointless.
Oh, no.
It took me so long to get the green dye out of them as well. Casually Quirky is saying, last time I cleaned my room, I found 4 unopened cans of soda and a whole pack of ramen I forgot about. That's wild. Laughing at it, saying, you can do leather for the accents? Yeah. Like because your leather work's really cool. And I'm sure you could find like green dyes and stuff.
Oh, if
anything, leather almost makes more sense for caddy than plate does.
It's whether it would be like flexible enough. But then I guess the thin leather would. Because like that's what I was finding with like literally, unless it's a pouch, I'm struggling to get the flexibility in it.
Well, you can also dart it.
Yeah.
So because anything that you're doing, you're going to be putting that like cute lichen moss stuff over anyway. So that's going to hide a multitude of sins. And also, like, it'll give it a bit more of like an IRL feel. If it's not like uber smooth and stuff. I think you should do it in leather. But that's just me.
Need to find a new leather supplier now, apparently.
You can always get it online.
I know. Basically my favourite leather shop is closing down.
Yeah.
She's just rude.
Rough heartbroken. We'll miss you, Tandy Leather.
We'll miss you so much, Tandy Leather.
Like, they're only closing down their retail store, like their bricks and mortar one. Like, they're still gonna exist.
They don't have a store in the UK now, though. They have to basically ship it in from the US.
Wow, was that? They literally only got. Wow, I thought it was another UK store.
Nope, that's the last UK store.
It's
a little bit salty.
Oh, that sucks so hard. There must be another like leather store.
I haven't found them, but then to be fair, I've not gone looking because they're in Manchester. So
yeah. Oh, that's a riot. Well, we know people that used to work with Tandy. I'm sure they've found an alternative.
Like, it's closing down in June, I think they said. So like another month.
I know, but that sucks.
It does suck.
DeGrazy's saying, don't forget it could also be battle damage.
Oh, so much battle damage. Surprise battle damage!
You know us so well. You know us so well. Casually saying, do you guys have any tips for wig styling? I'm getting a wig for Draco, and I know crap about styling wigs or cutting them. Take lots of breaks, go slow, have lots of reference pictures, and just kind of like take your time with it, because wigs can be very frustrating.
Yep.
So you're better to stop it, give yourself plenty of time to work on it. Don't like try and style it the night before. like ease yourself into it, otherwise you're going to stress yourself out and make mistakes. Be aware that it doesn't work like human hair, so you might need to like alter the style slightly if you want to do things that are super short. You're not going to be able to do them super short, essentially, because that would show through the wig netting. Watch an absolute butt ton of tutorials. And other people styling wigs. I tried to record a wig styling tutorial the other day, but it all went really badly wrong. Not the wig. The wig turned out really nice.
I was say your Percy wig turned out real good.
But it just did not want to be filmed at all. I might refilm it at a later date. And put it up, but it was having none of it. Just none of the angles were looking good. You could barely see what I was working on. It was a bad time. So that video doesn't exist anymore, basically. It just got deleted straight off the camera. But if that would be something folk would be interested in seeing, I can do a little bit on that, because I know I've done on like the Instagram lives and stuff on my personal page. I've done like a couple of like wig styling lives and stuff for like oil curling wigs, etc.
That was really useful. Like, I found it really useful. I was like, ooh, because I'm terrible with wigs.
So if that's something that you guys would be interested in, you gotta let me know, because otherwise I don't know it's something you're interested in. So don't do it, because they take time and we don't have a lot of it. So yeah, that's kind of where that's going. Trying to see if there's anything that I can kind of work on in the immediate area where I have like, I'm in everyone's field of vision. Should totally do a wig styling and cutting video. It might end up having to be like a mini series, because like there's a lot you can do with wigs. So if people let us know like specific things that they'd be interested in about wigs, if it's washing wigs, if it's doing highlights and lowlights in wigs, if it's cutting long wigs, cutting short wigs, because it's different, curling wigs, wearing wigs, lace front wigs, like
so many wigs.
So many wigs. Sorry, I'm just getting like really coffee now.
See, I have been too spoilt for too long in that Luke did my wigs for such a long time.
I like doing your wigs. You have fun wigs.
I know, but I've been really lazy with it now. Like, I really should have learned how to do it a long time ago.
Like, you learn things when you have to.
Yeah. I haven't had to, so like I've literally
storing wigs as well. That's a good one.
That is a good one,
like,
actually.
Depending on what your wig's like, it changes how you want to store it. Whether you want to keep it on a wig head, or if it's one that you can just kind of put in a bag. I have a lot of ones that I will just keep in bags, because I don't have any kind of crazy updos at the moment. And I tend to have so much hairspray and like Kirby grips in the majority of my wigs that like they survive. Laughing Hat saying, what do you guys think of me cosplaying one of my favourite characters from the stories I wrote? Then if people ask, I can give them links to where to read them and explaining the story.
That's so cute.
That's real cute. Do it. 100% do it. Like, I think when people cosplay OCs, I love that. I genuinely, I think it's brilliant. I mean, we're wanting to do our D&D characters, and we don't have any way to give people reference to that. So, like...
Sorry, we're just our D&D characters. But the thing is, people will still think it looks cool regardless. And like,
yeah,
because the only thing I would say is obviously don't expect people to obviously recognize it, because they're not going to recognize it. Just be like, do it for you.
Regan saying, I made it to for some of the stream at least. Yeah, don't worry. Like we were late. Technology literally hates Mel and I at this point. One day I'll have a computer that works.
This leather hates me today as well. I can't seem to get the holes. I can't see what I'm doing on one side of it, so it's making it real awkward to just try and do anything with it.
Dom's doing the good work and is sending me a list of specs that I don't want to go below.
No.
I'm thinking that the way forward is building my own desktop as opposed to trying to run it all through a laptop. So fingers crossed. Do you guys have any tips for playing D&D? I'm finally going to get to play. Yay! And my friend is going to DM, and my other friend's playing with us. This will be my first time though. What I would suggest is, if you don't have the player's handbook, get one. And play, if you're making your first character, make a character that's a really good side character. Because I think what a lot of people will do is they build the hero. Everyone tries to be like the protagonist when the protagonist usually isn't that fun to play alongside. Like in all, because when everyone's trying to be the most important guy in the story, then it ends up being a bit of a mess with everybody kind of like vying for attention. And what we found is quite good in like our campaign is everybody's built really interesting side characters.
Yeah.
I guess that's just my personal taste, because I always am more attracted to side characters than anything. Like usually if there's a TV series or a book or whatever, I don't really care about the protagonist that much. I find they're pretty unrelatable. But the side characters I'm always far more interested in.
I mean, our panels kind of reflect that as well. I mean, look how many NPCs we have. We don't really have, like, you know, the major characters usually. We just have the NPC.
But, like, yeah, I would say build a character that's fun alongside. Because it's the interactions and the problem solving and stuff in D&D that makes it fun. It's not a game that you're trying to like min-max to win. You don't win Dungeons and Dragons. You play Dungeons and Dragons, and it's really hard to play it and enjoy it if you're so worried about making the numbers work for you. Have something that your character is really good at. Also have something that they're really bad at.
Always.
Make them have flaws, but like interesting ones. Like you've got literally all of the world to play in. Work with that. Make interesting combinations and backgrounds for stuff.
Also look at like what your party's got as well, because you will need a healer. So,
I mean, you can play without a sword, you just won't play for long.
No. We're gonna die in our Banner campaign.
Were you gonna say? I also plan on hopefully cosplaying my Hufflepuff OC. Yeah. DeGrazy saying you should build your own PC instead of buying a pre-built machine, because that way you can upgrade it really easily. That's my plan. I essentially went on Facebook and just went, hey guys, because I know a lot of folk that I went to uni that did like ComSci or are gamers and streamers already who have built their own PCs. Mel's partner built his own PC. So I'm like, I'm collecting the info just now so that I know how much it's actually going to cost me to start putting it together, so I know how to start saving for it, basically. But I live in hope. I live in hope.
I mean, I've been saving for a laptop/desktop for a little bit now because I'm just doing it slowly.
Laughing Hat. Oh no, sorry, another Raven Degrees. My first D&D character was a half-orc barbarian who constantly falling asleep. Laughing Hat saying I have some 2 D&D characters, but I want to read the handbook twice before I do so that they are actually relevant to D&D. Like, to be honest, like the first handbook's all fine and good, but like it's only got the core stuff in it. So there's a lot of things that like are not in it. For example, like in a campaign that we were going to do, I was going to have a Fearbowl character, which isn't actually in the player handbook because it was a player race that was added later down the line. So have a little look around. Like, go on Reddit, see what other people have done with builds. Play around in the space, because like sometimes being a human character can be really fun. They get to do a lot of really cool stuff.
You get some really good buffs.
You get some really cool buffs that you won't get if you play a more like fantastical race. You might not get the same like +2 to charisma, but you can almost choose where stuff comes in for you. Which
if you're a human, you only get +1 to basically everything. Or if you do what's called a variant human, which is what I've done, because I was the same. I was like literally this is my first D&D campaign, but I know that in general RPG games, I tend to like to play a magic user who has both offensive and defensive. So I was like a cleric then, because then I've got a bit of both.
But yeah, read, like, you've got things like D&D Beyond, which, like, if you're just wanting to start really, really basic stuff with keep it all super simple, it works and it helps you build a character. Or talk to your friends that already play. Like, tends to be as soon as like someone finds out that you're wanting to get into it, they have so much time to help you build a character.
Yeah.
And especially if you want to listen to their characters. So Regan is saying side characters are great and so are so much more interesting to watch and see and whatnot. Like that's what I think. They tend to have more depth to them because tends to be the protagonist, especially in like series, is usually supposed to be the self-insert. And like, yeah, it can be fun to have like bits of your personality in your D&D character. Everyone's gonna end up with it to some extent. Like that's
we have mum and dad in our D&D campaign.
I just accidentally ended up being dad.
Yeah.
Again.
I ended up being mum again.
Someone needs to herd all the cats, and apparently it's Frogbear. Casually, Quirky is saying, "Where can I get a player's handbook? I'm a complete noob to D&D, or is it D&D or D and D?" Also, thank you. I'm very excited. So it is Dungeons and Dragons, and some people shorten it to like D and then like an ampersand D. Or some people write it as D&D because it's easy, like that's how it sounds when you say it quickly. Like it's all tabletop role playing, and some people even will say D&D, but they mean Pathfinder. But that's it's just all it's all tabletop role play. If you search D ampersand D, like that's what it's most commonly seen as. But you can just go old school and just type Dungeons and Dragons. I got my book off of Amazon.
Yes.
You can usually get it in places like Waterstones, or like big bookstores.
Yeah, I was going to say they're in the US, so yeah.
Or you might get it like is Barnes and Noble still a thing? You'll probably get like them in your bigger Barnes and Nobles. Or if you have like comic book stores tend to stock them as well. Or if you have like tabletop gaming places, that's some of the places that I've seen them in the UK. selling them, so I presume that there would be probably a similar kind of, like any kind of nerdy stores. DeGrazy is saying, I have a universal translator cleric, but I haven't had the chance to play them or pick the extra languages that they know. That's cute. Like, I think I usually play like buff characters, as in like I'll usually play things like bards and stuff because they're fun to do, and I don't usually like playing like run up and smack it characters. I like to think around problems more, which is why I now play a paladin. But I'm used to being the character who has like 6 different languages under their belt, and I know in this campaign I have one apart from common, and it is so frustrating.
I have the character with lots of languages.
Because constantly we're getting asked, oh, does anyone speak X language? And it's never the one that I speak. And I know no one else in the party speaks the one that my character can speak. And still, one day it'll come in. In fact, no, actually, maybe I think you probably... Do you know Celestial as well?
Possibly.
Just because you're a cleric, I figure you... If anyone's going to know it, it's going to be you.
I chose a couple, so I had about 4 to choose from, so...
I know you've got Elvish.
Yes. I know, it came in useful. Common. Yay!
You've got Elvish and Common, and...
4 different ones. I can't remember which. I think Undercommon possibly was one that I chose as well. I can't remember the others, to be honest. It's on my character sheet. In fact, my character sheet is literally over here.
I was like, didn't you just literally print it?
Yeah, I did.
See, if you say Celestial, I'll probably cry.
Oh no, my language isn't on this. Oh yes, I do. Common, Elvish, Halfling, and Undercommon. There you go.
Halfling, ah.
I think because I was trying to be somewhat clever about it, in that she'd have read a lot of stuff, but also kind of figured you'd probably have Celestial.
Yeah.
Azamar not having Celestial.
You're like literally it comes as part of the race building, so... Anyway, what's the chat saying? Alicia is saying the Travelling Man has loads of player handbooks. DeGrazy is saying my universal translator curriculum allowing up to 8 extra languages other than common. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Poor Brawlweir struggles to speak common sometimes.
He's too busy looking after Silas, so.
He doesn't particularly like talking in general, to be honest. Like, he'd rather just not be dealing with it if
tall boy.
He's a noodle. He does his best.
I'm so excited we get to play D&D again tomorrow for like a 2-week break.
Yeah, because everyone's been super busy with LARPs and conventions. We haven't had D&D for like half a month. It's painful.
It's very painful. We usually do it weekly, yeah.
But it's been like, it'll be like 3 weeks since we last played D&D. I hope anyone can remember what happened last episode.
I mean, my internet cut out about 3/4 of the way through, so I'm not...
I have very in-depth notes.
Good.
Like, good. I could probably publish how in-depth my notes are. But yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so DeGrazy said, if you want to know how I did that, I went human variant, which is what I've done. Knowledge domain with the sage background and the linguist speak. That is cool. Because to be fair, I also did variant human, so I chose big feet, but it was like heavy armor. But yeah, knowledge makes sense as well because you get extra language.
I need to level my character up.
Me too.
Because we leveled up, but I didn't. Alicia's saying, what is the minimum number of people you need to play D&D? Also, hello, first time commenting in your live chat. Hello! welcome to live chat. Basically, the smallest party that I have ever encountered is 2 people in a DM.
Yeah.
And that's like I feel like you can't really go any smaller than that. And don't get me wrong, they do not have a balanced party in the slightest, not even remotely.
What do they actually all play?
Pardon?
What do they actually all play?
Yeah.
No, I mean, what do they play? What races do they play?
It's Dimitri, Scott, and Kieran.
Yeah.
So Kieran is the DM.
Yes.
Scott is a rogue, and Dimitri insists he's not a paladin, but he is. He's a lapsed paladin. So they have paladins can do healing, but I don't think anyone's told Dimitri that. So there's like no healing in his build at all. So I think they're surviving solely on potions.
Oh, no.
But we're looking to do a crossover session with them
No,
soon.
that should be really fun. Because then we can show them what actual healing looks like.
Yeah, because Mel and I essentially, for those who don't know, we play the God Squad.
Yep.
We are the paladin and the cleric in the party. And we're here for them healing hands.
Yep.
And
Vision yourself.
I mean, yeah. Well, so you can keep the spell slots for the people who need it, and I can just like slap the feeling back into my legs after I've tumbled to my death down a mine shaft. So you guys don't have to. Laughing at it, I'm going to have to go and eat breakfast, then type out a chapter of one of my stories. Bye-bye, guys. Have fun, Laughing Hat. Enjoy your brekkie. It's coming up for dinner time here. I've got leftover pizza, I'm pretty hype. Got myself some takeout yesterday. I'm going to crunch it. I'm looking forward to it. I've got garlic bread with bacon on it now. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Casually saying, my friends and I are doing that. We have a DM, and then it's just me and another friend. We will die. No, your DM just has to provide lots of healing potions, apparently. I mean,
like, you can do it. You just need to be aware of it. Like, it's not impossible to do because they're like sitting around like level 10 or so. So like they've survived, but they've come close a lot. And in fairness, we haven't really that much. So, but it's because we're paranoid.
Yes.
And if someone loses more than 4 health, we're shaking them back to life.
Like the amount of times that we've been halfway through a battle, and I've just been like, well, I guess I'm changing my plan now, and I'm going to go start some healing for you.
So yeah, exciting. So I'll probably be getting Mel to help me level up after this because I am super bad at leveling up.
I mean,
it's got a lot in it, and I can't count at all.
Roll20 is great in that you literally just click a button and it does all the maths for you, but you have to like program it to then do all the maths for you. So it's a bit of a pain, but like to be honest, after literally I've just been sat watching Critical Role like for 2 days because I'm sad. I'm watching them all like struggle to add stuff up, and I'm just like, oh boy, that's me. But it's not me because Roll20 does it all for you.
See, my issue is usually that some Roll20 hates me.
Yes.
And 2, I sometimes like forget which parts of the button I'm to hit to like do different attacks. So apart from Roll20 never wanting me to roll higher than a 9. And yeah, it's pretty rough. But I always just ask the DM what part of the button I'm hitting, and she's like, "Dear God, look, it's this bit. Please."
But then, to be fair, like, there's me, you, and Pete that have not actually used Roll20 before this game, so we're getting used to it slowly. And Pete just doesn't bother. Pete just adds it all in manually.
Yeah. He'll sit there and like click the dice button like 6 times and hope for the best.
Whereas we at least attempt to try and program it in.
No.
Laughing Hat is saying, "You lucky, lucky person." I presume for the takeout. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
Ash is saying, "I'm having my dinner while watching Endgame later. Oh, good luck. Hope it's okay. Don't cry."
The math of D&D is going to be the death of me. Like, it's not hard.
No.
Like, everything is usually, is this higher or lower? And then it's basic addition. Like, it's nothing particularly crazy.
Like, you get used to, especially if you're a spellcaster, or if you hit things with a thing, you get used to what numbers to add to what. So, like, I know that if I'm hitting someone with a spell, it'll be like plus proficiency bonus plus like my spell casting bonus. So, like,
which sounds a lot harder, but it's usually +2/+2.
Yeah.
So it basically goes into whatever the dice say you do +2/+2. It's not. It's nothing that's going to literally blow your mind. It's just, I have dyscalculia, so as soon as you put more than like 3 numbers in a row, I'm like, nope, can't process that, my dude. Sorry.
But like, luckily, if you program it enough, it's not too bad. But we did buy some new dice last weekend.
Oh, I've got my bag of click-clacks.
Apologies, guys. I was trying to use my headset so I can mute myself really easily, but then it didn't want to work. Click clack.
Aggressively shakes mic. Oh, I was shaking them at the mic, which was nowhere near. Because I keep thinking that I'm still using a good computer, but I'm not. So I got some shiny boys.
They are good boys.
Some good shiny boys. And trying to find. I know I got a fair amount of dice. Some good shiny boys.
I mean, despite the fact
you can't really see the glare on this one, but it's like starry night sky, and it's good.
I mean, despite the fact that we literally don't play in person, so we don't actually need dice.
They make me happy, Mel. And we will eventually play in person.
We will.
So I think Sarah's hoping to have us started by SunnyCon.
Ooh.
So that we'll have a chance to play in person at SunnyCon, which will be exciting.
That'll be good.
Oh, okay. Heidi and AC have shown up.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Scottish guys. Have you entered the competition for Rycon tickets? That's the question. Also, these are my click clacks. I have 2 sets now. A whole 2 sets. And both of them are kind of based on my character. So that's Sorsha. Because it's a nice, really, really pretty. Like, it looks a lot weird on the camera, but like it is really, really pretty. And then I've got my other social buttons. Apparently everything's going to be based on my Tempest cleric. So that's the way forward, but yeah. Pretty pretties. Like, I kind of want my robes basically to be that colour. With like gold embroidery. So it's the way forward. Because we're not going to make these as cosplays, honest.
Casually quirky saying, y'all are making me want to buy dice. I basically permanently want to buy dice. Like, I'm never not in a point in my life where I don't want to buy dice. It's a problem. I want to enter the tickets, but my baits are all working. Oh no.
Yeah, AC, I said to basically there's a competition for Rycon tickets. Go enter. Because I was like, especially when I saw AC and then Heidi and then AC, and I was like, they're both Scottish. Because Casually Quirky, I'm sorry, but we can't pay for your airfare from America.
We can't pay for our airfare to America. Never mind your airfare from America.
I mean, I can't go to Rycon because I can't get home, but that's another issue.
Yeah.
Sadly, the lovely people on the trains have decided that the bank holiday weekend is the weekend that they want to do all the work on the line, and basically I can't get home.
They just keep closing London Euston Station and everything north of it, which is basically all of the UK.
Yeah.
So it's pretty rough.
I mean, we got quite lucky around Insomnia because we were travelling on different days to when they were doing work. So, but they closed it over that weekend as well. But we just happened to be travelling on Thursday and back on the Monday. So. Ash is saying I'm con crunching for Ryan. It's stressful. Oh, what are you making? Also, yeah, we will be at Rycon. Well, Luke and Blair will be at Rycon. And doing a panel. Yay, cosplaying YouTube. Heidi's saying I'm getting my room done and got a basic Lady Loki cosplay as Warrior, but my room is getting done. Awesome. He's saying I'll enter once I get home, maybe. You should. Giving away 2 tickets, man.
Get them sweet Rycon tickets.
Heidi's saying how to enter the competition. Go onto our Facebook page, and there is a post right at the top that has been stickied. That literally, if you comment on it, you will be entered into the competition.
Yeah, all the info is on the post, and it's super easy. Winner will be announced on the Facebook after 9 o'clock tonight. The competition closes at 8. I'm fixing Sebastian and making Ciel in Wonderland. Ooh. I have no idea what I'm wearing for next Saturday. Clothes probably. That's about as far as I've got. Casually Quirky is saying, I get to go to my first con in the hotel room soon. All my cons are being like a drive away from me, so my next up and coming con, I'm actually be staying in the hotel room with a friend. Hotel tips. Bring food with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Bring food with you. Make sure that you actually sleep. And don't be a messy house guest. Make sure that like you keep all your stuff to like one bit and your friend keeps all their stuff to another bit. That way that like you're not losing stuff in amongst everyone else's acoustic things.
Like we end up obviously all sharing hotel rooms a lot. And usually I'm pretty messy, but I'm like messy in my specific area of my suitcase.
Yeah. Oh no,
like it's like throw my stuff at my suitcase. It's fine.
After I packed or like started trying to find stuff, my corner looks like a bomb's hit it. But it's that corner and it never goes further than that corner.
Yeah. There's literally that and then the bathroom and then it's like that's it. We'll have makeup in the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, don't all hog the mirrors at the same time.
Yeah, no, that is the worst. But I suppose if there's only 2 of you, there'll probably be a mirror in the room and a mirror in the bathroom. It's when we have like 3 or 4 people, and we're just like, this is the worst.
I end up just sitting on the floor because I ended up at Insomnia having really easy makeup most days. So I ended up on the floor just with a little hand mirror. I was like, that's fine. I've got easy makeup, so it was like anyone with body paint got relegated to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's like the naughty corner.
That's a naughty corner. That's you can clean it up in there, and you're cleaning it up.
But yeah, bring food that you can like. So make sure you have breakfast and make sure you have dinner. If you miss lunch, that's not as big of a thing. But like, make sure you get eaten something before you leave the hotel room, and then make sure you eat something when you come back. We cooked a lot of like fresh pasta because you can do that just with like a Tupperware box and some boiling water and just throw some pesto through it. And that way you've had something which has got like some nutritional value all weekend.
Not recommended for 3 nights in a row though.
I mean, you can. It's just boring. Like it's not that it stops being tasty or that it's suddenly like you'll burst out in highs. It's just not particularly fun to eat if you enjoy eating. It's something you eat because you need to.
Yeah.
I
mean, it was useful because like we could at least just go back to the hotel room and collapse and not have to go out again.
Oh yeah, it was great. Like it was a proper lifesaver.
Basically, with us, there was literally somebody in body paint every day apart from Monday. And that's only because we were travelling home because we didn't want to shower. So essentially, it meant that we wanted to just get back to the hotel and just shower and sleep. So it was easier for us to bring food with us rather than trying to faff about trying to find food, because where Insomnia is, it's at the NEC and it's basically outside of the city centre. So normally, if we stay like in the city centre, like if we stay for SunnyCon, for example, in Newcastle, or anywhere in Glasgow, or like any of the major cities, you've got plenty of places to choose from for food. NEC's not so much because it's out by the airport, so it's a good 10-minute journey from the centre of the city. So if you want to get food in that area, it's all really expensive. Which is why we kind of ended up doing that. Apart from one night when we actually went down to the hotel restaurant and just got like pub food basically, and it was so good.
It was not pasta.
It was not pasta.
Madness
dinner, not pasta.
So hyped for Glycon, going to do my Fem Roy Mudstang for the first time with my first cosplay group. You're gonna have so much fun. I love doing cosplay groups. AC is saying, I'm doing Bernie Boy Zuko, but he ain't even done yet. Help me.
Oh no.
I feel that is some relatable content right there. Alicia is saying, never been to Rycon, but always wanted to go to more Scottish cons. I've been to MCM, Comic Con Glasgow. Enter. You could get you some free tickets. Get you some free tickets. It's a good 1 day con. I wish it was a 2 day con.
Yeah.
So much. But
we ended up chatting to the people that actually run it last time we were there. They were saying that basically they wouldn't want to make it 2 days because it's going to make it like different. And I was like, yeah, but 2 days would be really good. Like, we genuinely really enjoy Rycon. Like, it's a good little con.
It's one of my favourite cons to go to, for sure. Yeah. Alicia is saying, I'm making wings and I accidentally rewrite wings. Oh, I've been there.
Oh no.
I've been there. That's rough, friends.
You reshape
it. Is it possible to like take it apart and flip it, or has it gone beyond? Gone beyond. Best of luck.
Yep. Alfie's giving me
It's not annoying at this point.
What are you doing? He's looking at me from the hallway like,
Alfie is a good bean. Right. I think I inhaled half of him while I was staying at yours, but he's a good bean.
Oh, Alicia's saying it's easy enough to fix, it's just annoying that I wasted my time. That's fair.
That's not so bad then.
Yeah, at least
look at me. I was actually going to do a bit of what I said I was going to do. I'm going to put away this bit of fabric.
Stop. Yeah, I mean that's fair. At least you can fix it. Like, there's nothing worse than if you're cutting like a pattern and you end up forgetting to flip it or flipping it by mistake.
Oh, yeah. Done that. Done that plenty of times.
Done that as well. That's why I don't really work from
Some of trousers are inverted as to the legs the pattern should be on, because I accidentally flipped the pattern. But you know what? If you care that much and look that closely at the patterns on my legs, you're too close. And also, I made leather trousers by hand, so I don't care.
Your leather trousers.
They turned out good. They turned out good. I need to chase Blair up to get the pictures to happen for editing. Want them back so much. Ash is saying this is only my second COD. First was MCM, where I was just in the background of your vlog because I was too scared to say hey. You should come and say hey on Saturday. It'll just be Blair and I, so it's much less scary when it's just the two small ones, promise. Casually is saying, my friend and I are doing Ron and Draco from a Very Power Musical from the upcoming con.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Some might even say totally awesome. AC is saying, Alfie, best bander. Alfie is best bander. He is best bander.
Being very shouty right now, like.
He do his best to shout constantly. Alicia, earlier I was trying to fix a skirt, but I cut off too much fabric, and now it's unwearable. Ways that you can sort this is you can add trim. That's we because I have done that before. You can get like quite chunky like lace trim and stuff that you can like sew to the underside, and it can give you up to like 5 to 6 inches extra fabric. On the skirt.
I'd sewed a really like good waistband, like I'd done all my pleats really even, and it was perfect, and I was like awesome, and then I just stupidly cut it too short. And actually, it was my non-cosplaying partner who suggested, why don't you just get a big wide trim? And I was like, I could. This is fun. So I just literally got like a big ground lace trim. Trim fixes everything.
Trim does fix everything. Regan is saying it's definitely totally awesome. Ash is saying trim for days. I love trim so much. So much.
Come here.
I just want to put it on everything.
I mean, I actually enjoy sewing on trim as well. So it's a bit weird, but I actually enjoy that.
See, I don't mind sewing trim on because it's something I can't machine sew on. We're both going to buy a crap ton of red vines and eat them around the con. It's going to be the best. I hope people get it. People will get it. Like, we had a very Potter musical reference in like one of our super early Marauders panels, and we kept like bringing it back until people noticed it, and literally it was only this year that people picked up on the infamous Hogwarts Jaguar. And the first person who did it, I was just like, yes, finally someone got the reference. It made me very happy. I'm just jealous that you can get red vines in the States, because you can't get them over here, or you can, but they're like in like the foreign food section, and they're so expensive.
Wasn't that
because like
thing that you had?
Last time in the States, you could get like one of the big packets for like 99 cents. Over here, it's like a $5 for 4. But you can get, like, if you go to Costco, you can get, like, the big tub. That's, like, 20 quid.
What?
It's like 20 quid now. Used to be able to get like the trays for like $1.
I mean, you had red vines forever.
No, I don't, because I eat them all now. Eat them all. Give a red vine to the nerds that get it. And Regan saying, was that the infamous Hogwarts Jaguar? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. AC saying, I just realised that I bought 3 different types of fabric for a small section of Zuko because I kept finding prettier fabric. Oh, no. So much money gone. You can always use it for something else, though, in the future. Like, I have literally 2 of these bad boys just full of material that and I probably have more hidden in other various parts of this room. Most of it is iron and interfacing, which, without fail,
you lose.
Anytime I need it, I've lost it. But you've seen it, you now know it exists, which means it will now blink out of existence.
Yeah.
But yeah, just because you don't use it for this project doesn't mean that you can't use it further down the line.
I mean, still look at like the fact that you use so much of your stuff from like Taco, for example, for Molly, because
yeah, like, so much of Molly was built off of old fabric that I had for Taco from my old Nagisa cosplay. Like, because they weren't costumes I was ever really going to use again, I was like, well, I might as well reuse the fabric, because the fabric was lovely, the trim was lovely. I just needed something to kind of do with it. So I was like, well, let's steal it all from Molly, because that's how he'd make his clothes.
Yep.
Alicia's saying, oh, do you have any tips for straight hem? Because I can't for the life of me. They're all over the place. Are you using a sewing machine? Because usually what I do is I essentially line it up with the foot, and I use that to keep my line straight. So the little kind of edge on the foot of your sewing machine, and that's what I use to keep my line straight.
I mean, you and I sew in very different ways. I do it differently in that I pin the crap out of it.
I do everything by eye, and I do it at Mach 5. And it scares Mel, because she saw for the first time how I sew. And it's true chaotic neutral.
I mean, I pin everything because I don't trust it's going to fit me, and then I hang it on the mannequin, I hang it on me, and I have a look at like how it kind of goes. But that's generally how I get a straight hem, is just by kind of hanging it and looking. And then I'll sometimes even measure it up, because I'm that weird.
Casually saying you can get a crap ton of red vines here. It's insane. Literally, they basically don't exist over here. It sucks. Regan is saying, I was watching a very part musical and stuff so many times. I make references all the time, and people just don't get it. I don't. So I understand. Like, it used to be, because I used to run the cosplay society at the university I went to, and one of the things that we did every Halloween was we had a viewing of one of the very part musicals on one night, and on the other night we would do a Horcrux hunt in the main building. Because I went to Glasgow Uni, so if you've ever Googled pictures of Glasgow Uni, they've got like this big courtyard bit with all these kind of towers and turrets and stuff. So we essentially set up a like treasure hunt, and people could do it in their houses, and everyone would be dressed up in like Harry Potter cosplays, and they'd all be running around this old castle university bit in like the dark, hoping that security didn't throw us out, because we never really got official permission to do it. We just kind of did it, but no one stopped us, so it's fine. I got a few characters I want to do over the summer. as they're a bit more complicated, so at least I have some more time. Yeah, like I've only got one more costume that I need to make this year. And that's so weird. And I think that's why I want to find like a big costume to do, because I have the time to work on it for a change. Alicia's saying I can't even pin in a straight line. Like I think it looks okay, so I try it on and it looks completely different. I think I might just need to hire my sister to do it for me. Trying it on between pinning.
Yeah. That's literally why I pin the crap out of it, because before I sew it, I'll basically just make sure my pins are like lined up, essentially. So I'll try and pin it straight. I'll put it on while it's pinned and look at it in the mirror while it's pinned, and then I'll sew it if I'm happy with it. So like the actual sewing part of it doesn't take me very long. It just takes me forever to pin something so it hangs right. If that makes sense. Also, if you've got a mannequin, or if you've literally just got a coat hanger even, just hang it and pin it from that as well. If you literally get a coat hanger and put it on the back of the door and hang it on the coat hanger so it would sit as though it was sitting on your shoulders, and then try pinning the bottom hem.
Exciting stuff. Oh, I'm looking forward to working on my next project, but I need to be paid so I can buy fabric, because naturally I've got all these boxes of fabric and none of it's in the colour that I need it to be.
I mean, I've also got boxes of fabric as well, but then I'm also like, I've got loads of leather and I've got loads of plywood, so I really should use those for something as well.
Like, I'm trying to persuade myself that to not do it complicated. Because I'm like, oh, I could do that and I could do a gradient dye. And I'm like, no. Stop. Stop. No, bad. Stop. I'm like, but it would look really cool if you did that and then embroidered on it. I was like, no. Stop.
Is this for the other one that you're planning?
This is for the one for the panel that we're doing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, stop making that one complicated. That one shouldn't be complicated.
It shouldn't be, but it would be so much fun.
Stop.
But I only have a month to make it in. So I need to. I think because I'm aware that like I only really need to make 2 parts to it. Like I keep wanting to like play around with it more than I necessarily have to.
See,
and I'm just like,
my character for Sunnycon is not that complicated. He just needs a wiggy. So.
See, the wiggy I've got.
Yeah.
The wiggy I've got. I just need to make the ears for him.
I mean, I'm gonna look through and see if I've got anything that already works in these. But if not, I'll just go another wiggy. But I have so many wigs that I'm like, I really should have something that should work.
In theory.
In theory.
AC saying, I hope Rycon isn't as hot as Decon was. I hope it wasn't as hot as Insomnia was, because Insomnia was obscene.
Yeah.
And Casually Quirky is saying, I have 5 official plan cosplays, and I'm like, that's a big number. Cost plans, I've almost done with my Cecil Palmer, though, which I'm happy about. I went to thrift shops to find this stuff.
Awesome.
I love when you can do costumes. I think that's why I like doing podcast costumes so much, because even when there is art, you can kind of pick and choose the bits you want to use. And you can have a bit more fun making the character of it.
Like, I've enjoyed watching Casually's like Insta progress on his Cecil. It does look really good.
Oh no, AC got sunburn. It was not a fun time.
Aww.
We were quite good, but we were also barely ever outside. So
went outside for photos. Is that it? Also, we were too covered to get sunburned.
Yeah. And we took most of them in the woods. It was good.
There was.
How's your sewing going, Mel?
I mean, I've sewed my pouch onto my thing, so yay. That's all I had to do.
Because we're actually at finally a good point where we've stopped. and it's actually the time we're supposed to stop the stream at. And you finished doing a bit of a project, so it might be time for us to almost finish in a professional manner.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god. Yeah, considering my voice is going, yeah.
It was lovely seeing you all again. Once more, we will be at Rycon next weekend. On Saturday, we're doing a cheeky little panel at 2. And we'll be doing it on cosplaying and YouTube. So we'll be kind of talking about how we do the setups for things like this, how to do it yourself, good programs to use, how to get ideas, different things that you could do on YouTube with cosplay, etc. So if you have any questions and stuff, bring it along then, because we'll be doing a Q&A as part of it. And we'll see you then. If you've not got tickets already for Rycon, hop over onto our Facebook page where we have the competition, which is running till 8 p.m. tonight. Winners will be announced just after 9 p.m. And that will get you and a friend free tickets into the Rycon event next Saturday up at Glasgow Royal Concert Hall. But thank you for showing up. Alicia is saying, can I quickly ask if Mel will be selling pouches at SunnyCon? We will not be tabling at SunnyCon. No, if you are looking for pouches, what we suggest is drop us a little message on the Facebook page. And what we can do is we can let you know what we have currently in stock and what we would be able to do for you if you were wanting a personalised one, possibly in time for SunnyCon.
Yeah, because I can happily make you one and bring one along. Like, there's no problem with that. But yeah, we're not officially tabling, so.
So we will not be selling stuff at SunnyCon. But if there was stuff that you know that we do sell and that you were looking to get a hold of, let us know, and we can possibly bring things to SunnyCon for you specifically.
Like, I could take pictures of what I've already got because I've literally over there. So
yeah, you can see what's in the current catalogue.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you all for coming along today. Hopefully we'll get to see some of you lovely people next Saturday at Rycon. But until then, it's bye from me and Mel.